Imagine the relief and the skepticism after weeks of brutal skirmishes that left dozens dead along a volatile border. Pakistan and Afghanistan's Taliban rulers have struck a deal for an instant halt to hostilities. It's a glimmer of hope in a region long plagued by tension. But can this fragile peace hold? Let's dive into what happened and why it matters. Just hours ago, reports emerged that the two sides have committed to an immediate ceasefire. Following over a week's worth of intense and deadly confrontations. For those new to the geopolitics here, think of it as two neighbours who've been feuding over a shared fence. But this fence is a rugged 1,600-mile mountain frontier that's seen more than its share of cross-border drama. Qatar's foreign ministry, stepping in as a key mediator along with Turkey, announced that both parties are now working on setting up frameworks to build enduring peace and stability in the area. That's no small feat, especially when trust has been in short supply. Zabihullah Mujahid, the Taliban's go-to spokesperson, emphasized how crucial it is to stop all hostile actions right away, calling it a vital move forward. On the Pakistani side, the foreign minister echoed that sentiment, describing this pact as the initial positive stride toward calmer times. Both nations, of course, are quick to claim they landed significant blows during the fighting, the most severe since the Taliban reclaimed control in Afghanistan back in 2021. But here's where it gets controversial. Who really started it? And who's to blame for the ongoing cycle of violence? Pakistan has for years pointed fingers at the Taliban, alleging they shelter militant outfits that launch raids into Pakistani territory, claims the Taliban flatly reject. To break it down simply, these armed groups are like insurgents operating from safe spots across the border, making it tough for Pakistan to defend itself. Tensions boiled over recently when the Taliban blamed Pakistan for bombings in Kabul, Afghanistan's bustling capital. Whispers even suggested those explosions were aimed at taking out Noor Wali Masood, the head of the Pakistan Taliban, a separate faction fighting Islamabad's government. In a twist, the group countered with an audio clip, authenticity unconfirmed, of Masood insisting he was unharmed and very much in the game. What followed was a dangerous escalation. Afghan forces shelled Pakistani outposts, and Pakistan hit back with mortar barrages and even drone attacks. The human cost has been heartbreaking. According to the United Nations Assistance Mission in Afghanistan, at least 36 civilians on the Afghan side lost their lives, with hundreds more injured. Numbers that hit hard when you think about families caught in the crossfire. A short-lived truce popped up late Wednesday as reps gathered in Doha for talks, but the strikes didn't fully stop. Then, on Friday, the Taliban accused Pakistan of an airstrike that claimed 8 lives, including 3 young men who were local cricket enthusiasts, turning a day of sport into tragedy. Now, under this fresh agreement, the Taliban has pledged not to back any outfits plotting assaults on Pakistan's government. Both agree to steer clear of hitting each other's troops, ordinary folks, or vital setups like roads and power lines. Pakistan's Defense Minister Khawaja Asif put it bluntly. This truce signals an end to terror spilling over from Afghanistan onto their land, effective immediately. Looking ahead, delegations are slated to huddle in Istanbul next week for deeper discussions, a sign they're serious about follow-through, or at least trying to appear that way. Rewind a bit for context. Pakistan was once a staunch ally to the Taliban, after they were toppled in 2001 amid the US-led invasion of Afghanistan. They provided crucial support during those tough years. But relations soured fast once Islamabad started accusing the Taliban of giving refuge to the Pakistan Taliban, that insurgent network waging war against Pakistani authorities. And this is the part most people miss. Despite the Taliban's denials, Data from the Armed Conflict Location Event Data Project shows this group alone pulled off over 600 strikes on Pakistani targets in the past year. That's a stark reminder of how interconnected and explosive these conflicts are. As we wrap this up, it's worth pondering, is this ceasefire a genuine breakthrough, or just another pause before the next flare-up? And what about the bigger picture? Should international players like Qatar and Turkey keep mediating, or is it time for a more robust global intervention? I'd love to hear your take. Do you believe the Taliban can truly rein in these cross-border militants, or are the mutual accusations too deep-rooted to overcome? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's spark a conversation.